You don't ask for respect. You build it quietly. And honestly, the people who get the most respect usually aren't the loudest. They're the steadiest. They don't chase attention. They don't beg to be understood. They walk in, and something about them just feels solid. Respect isn't a magic sentence. It's not a tough attitude either. It's the result of small habits you repeat until people can trust what you're about. So in this video, I'm going to break down the quiet habits that make people respect you, not fear you, not like you for a moment, respect you long term. And you'll notice, none of these habits require you to become rude or cold. Here's the truth most people miss. People don't respect your potential. They respect your patterns, because patterns are proof. Your life is teaching people how to treat you every day, not with your words, but with your standards. First habit, stop over-explaining. The fastest way to lose respect is to talk like you're on trial. You keep adding reasons and details because you're scared silence will make you look bad. But respected people don't panic in silence. They say the sentence and they let it stand. They don't try to convince everyone that their no is allowed. Instead of, I'm so sorry, I wish I could, it's just, they say, I can't make it, or that doesn't work for me. It's not rude, it's clear, and clarity is a form of strength. Second habit, they keep small promises like they're big ones. Anyone can promise something huge in an emotional moment. The real test is what you do on a normal Tuesday when nobody is watching. Do you show up on time? Do you follow through on the little thing you said you'd do? Do you finish what you start, even when it's boring? That's where respect is built, not in big speeches, but in quiet consistency. People don't trust your words, they trust your track record. Third habit, they don't gossip, even when it's just for fun. Gossip feels like bonding, but it's actually cheap trust. Because the person listening to you is quietly thinking, if they talk about others like this, they'll talk about me like this. Respected people know that, so they stay clean with their speech. They might listen. They might nod, but they don't add fuel. They protect their reputation without trying to look mature. They just understand how trust works. Fourth habit, they stay calm when other people lose control. This is a superpower. Anyone can be calm when life is easy, but respected people stay steady when the room gets emotional. When someone tries to provoke them, they don't instantly react. They pause, breathe, and respond like they're choosing the temperature of the room. That pause is not weakness, it's quiet power. It says, you don't control me. Fifth habit, they slow down. They speak slower, move slower, and stop rushing to prove themselves. Most people rush their words because they're afraid of being judged. But when you slow down, you look grounded. When you hold eye contact, you look confident. And when you let your words land, people listen differently. Try this next time. Before you answer, take one breath, then speak like your words matter. Because they do. Sixth habit, they have boundaries and they don't apologize for them. This is where a lot of good people accidentally lose respect. They confuse kindness with availability. Respected people can be kind and still say no, not aggressively, not dramatically, just cleanly. They use simple lines like, I'm not available for that, or that doesn't work for me. No long story, no guilt, no emotional performance. Because when you feel guilty for having boundaries, people start feeling comfortable crossing them, and over time, that becomes your normal. Seventh habit, they don't need to win every conversation. This is a quiet flex. Respected people don't argue just to feel powerful. They don't interrupt to dominate. They don't turn every disagreement into a competition. Sometimes they just listen, and that calmness makes them feel higher status without saying a word. People respect that. Because it shows you're not insecure. You're not fighting for position. You already know who you are. Eighth habit, they take care of themselves, like they matter, not vanity, self-respect. How you manage your sleep, your hygiene, your body, your time, it sends a message before you speak, and people pick up on that message fast. Humans copy signals. If you treat yourself like you're valuable, people naturally treat you with more care, not because they're perfect, but because that's how psychology works. Ninth habit, they handle disrespect once, then change the distance. A lot of people stay in the same cycle for years. They forgive, explain, forgive again, and wonder why it keeps happening. Respected people don't explode, they don't seek revenge, they simply reduce access. They step back, they get quieter, they remove their energy from the person who keeps disrespecting them. That's the loudest boundary of all. 10th habit, they speak well of others when they're not there. This is rare, and it instantly raises your value because it shows you're secure, not jealous. When you give people credit behind their back, others trust you more, and trust is a major part of respect. Now here's the practical part. You don't need to master all 10 habits at once. You just need to pick a few and practice them until they become your default. If you want a simple starting point, start with these 3. Stop over-explaining. Keep small promises. Hold boundaries without guilt. Do those 3, and you'll notice a shift. People start listening to you differently. They stop testing you, and you stop feeling like you have to perform to be taken seriously. Because the goal isn't to become respected so you can feel superior. The goal is to become respected so you can feel free. Free from chasing approval, free from overthinking every interaction, free from living like your value depends on somebody else's mood. If you want more calm, practical psychology like this, subscribe to the channel. We're building a stronger mind and a cleaner life, one habit at a time, and we're doing it without fake motivation. And I want to leave you with a real question. Which habit do you struggle with the most? Over-explaining, weak boundaries, or inconsistency? And what's one small move you can make today to start changing it? Subscribe now for quick, practical habits that build confidence and earn real